Namaste guys, Rajesh here for Namaste Tech, and in this video I'm going to do a speed test and multitasking comparison between the LG K10 and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. Both phones are priced inside the 15,000 price band in India, and despite almost similar pricing, they pack in vastly different specifications to each other. The Redmi Note 3 comes with a 5.5-inch Full HD LCD display, a powerful Hexacore Snapdragon 650 chipset and 3GB of RAM, while the LG K10 comes with a 5.3-inch 720p display, a quad-core Snapdragon 410 chipset clocked at 1.2 GHz and 2GB of RAM. Both phones also run on Android 5.1 Lollipop. In our previous speed test and multitasking comparisons, the Redmi Note 3 impressed us a lot with its performance. It was easily able to rival the likes of the Galaxy S7 and the Xiaomi Mi 5 in our speed test comparisons, and these are phones that cost almost double or triple of what the Redmi Note 3 does. The LG K10 does not pack in as beastly of a specifications as the Redmi Note 3, but from my testing, I found it to be a decent performer. So in this video, let's find out how the LG K10 stacks up against the Redmi Note 3 in our multitasking and speed test comparison. So in this speed test, we'll be opening 7 applications, namely Asphalt 8, Camera, Chrome, Microsoft Excel, Google Play Music, Gallery, and Temple Run 2. This whole process will be automated using an application called DiscoMark so as to avoid any human error. Once the speed test is complete, I'll also be opening these 7 applications to compare the multitasking performance of these two devices. So the Redmi Note 3, which is on the right here, completed the speed test in only 5.5 seconds, while the LG K10 took almost 10 seconds to complete it. The LG K10 was always at a disadvantage compared to the Redmi Note 3 because of its significantly slower quad-core Snapdragon 410 chipset. Anyways, with the speed test out of the way, let's now start with the multitasking comparison. So I'll open up the Gallery app on both these phones first. Both phones had the Gallery app in their memory. Next, let me open up Play Music. Again, the app was present in the RAM of both phones. Next, let me open up Excel followed by Chrome. So as you can see, both phones had all the 4 applications in their memory. Applications are usually not that RAM intensive, so this is not really surprising even when you consider the fact that the LG K10 only comes with 2GB of RAM. Now let's load some games and see how the phones perform. I'll start with the relatively light Temple Run 2. So the Redmi Note 3 had only partially unloaded Temple Run 2 from its memory and was significantly faster than the K10 to reload it. Next, let me open up Asphalt 8, which is like the holy grail of our multitasking test. So while both phones unloaded Asphalt 8 from their memory, it was surprisingly the LG K10 that managed to reload it faster. I'll say that for our multitasking comparison, there was no clear winner between the two handsets. Both phones did not unload any of the applications from their RAM, and while both games were unloaded from their memory, they loaded it pretty quickly. This is because in our test, the LG K10 managed to load Asphalt 8 faster than the Redmi Note 3 despite coming with a slower processor and less RAM, while the Redmi Note 3 managed to load Temple Run 2 faster. When it comes to the amount of free RAM available, the Redmi Note 3 has 1.2GB of free RAM available out of the total 3GB with all the 7 applications running in the background. And as for the LG K10, it has around 1.3GB of free RAM available, which is the same as the Redmi Note 3, and that is pretty damn impressive. If anything, that really shows how light LG's skin is compared to MIUI 7. Despite the lesser amount of RAM available, the K10 is almost as good as a multitasker as the Redmi Note 3, and that speaks volume in my opinion. Overall though, once we factor in our speed test, the Redmi Note 3 is a clear winner. This is because the handset's powerful Hexacore Snapdragon 650 chipset allowed it to open applications significantly faster, almost twice as fast as the LG K10, and this is a difference that you will easily notice in day-to-day usage. The faster chipset also allows the Redmi Note 3 to offer other benefits like being able to record videos in 4K resolution and will help in increasing the life of the phone. So guys, that's it for this video. This was our multitasking and speed test comparison between the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 and the LG K10. Do hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more such videos. Thanks for watching.